Hey, what's going on everyone? Matthew from therighttrader.com back in with another cryptocurrency video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the markets, and we are currently dropping right now. The downside is continuing, it seems, and we're seeing some pretty huge drops across the board. This was definitely enter crash/correction territory. Right now we're currently down 15% in the last 7 days on Bitcoin, 25% on Ethereum, and anywhere from 20 to 30% seems to be pretty typical amongst altcoins, even the bigger ones. We're seeing some even down about 40% in the past 7 days alone, such as Curve. And I'll be talking a little bit in this video about, the charts. Could we fall lower, etc.? Is this a time to buy? I'll tell you what I'm doing, and we'll go through it, right? And right now, considering the volatile market conditions in cryptocurrency, I think I am going to actually bring back daily crypto updates. And I might not do it every single day, but I might do it a few times a week, because I know I'm sure a lot of you want to see what I think about the crypto markets right now. And you have to keep in mind, right, when the crypto markets are dropping like this, we're seeing big drops on Bitcoin and Ethereum. This pushes down the rest of the coins, and that means that any price predictions that you might have had in mind for some coins or whatnot, that doesn't mean that it won't happen, right? But it could definitely mean that it's going to take a lot more time to reach those levels. And of course, none of this is financial advice. So right now, let's go ahead and take a look at the Bitcoin chart. So I do consider ourselves now pretty much in bear market territory. The reason for that is because in a bull market, typically, week over week, we tend to perform pretty well, break new highs, and overall, whenever we get a drop, we tend to bounce pretty quickly and start moving higher from there. Now we're starting to see the opposite happen, which is really what's leading me to think that we are moving into bear market territory. When we see any bounce, we start to drop very quickly thereafter. So we're seeing the opposite happen, basically. And right now we are very low, right? We are oversold, but keep in mind, right, in the bear market, you can be oversold many times in a row. So right now, $35,000 on Bitcoin. We have some support here, of course, but now the key is going to be, are we going to drop below this previous low here at 32,000? It seems very likely like we will. In fact, there's a huge amount of selling pressure, and what we're seeing is that these coins are really just trickling down lower. For the most part, that's what's happening, and that's actually been happening now for several days, especially the past 2 weeks. And the fact that we're trickling down lower is actually not a good sign. Typically, a bottom is put in once we get a huge drop like back here, and we really flush out the liquidations and get a pretty sharp bounce. Unfortunately, right now we're not seeing too much of that, right? We're really just going lower and lower and lower, and until we find that true bottom that really makes us bounce strongly, then we're going to keep sinking lower. As of right now, it seems. I personally am holding my cryptocurrencies. Of course, if you were able to get out maybe higher, that could have been a good idea. But at this point, we're already in the drop pretty substantially. Let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin here. We're seeing a drop of about 40% as of right now from sort of the previous resistance level up at the highs, and that is already a pretty big drop. So at this point, I'm holding any coins that I have and maybe slowly going to start buying again. Right now, I do want to see some lower prices before putting some more money in, and that's about it. Am I selling any cryptocurrencies? For the most part, no. I am not selling at these low prices. I might sell a bit just to rebalance. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Ethereum chart and see what's going on there. So Ethereum, even more of a sort of harsh drop here. You can see that Ethereum has got barely any bouncing in the last 2 weeks, and right now, we're looking like we're sort of falling off a cliff here for Ethereum. Ethereum could be a huge buy opportunity if it keeps dropping lower, but right now doesn't seem like we put in that bottom. In fact, if we break below this $1,600 level, that could seriously mean some major downside. And I mean, we don't have that much support all the way down to $400 from there. So I would be pretty careful with Ethereum's chart right now. It seems like we're probably at least going to touch this, $1,600 area, and obviously it is not out of the question that we see a drop below that this year. So right now, the crypto markets are looking mostly bearish, but there is always opportunity, and this could provide a huge opportunity long term as well. I'll also go ahead and take a look at the actual price drop here. Approximately for Ethereum right now, we're down about 50%. So even more than Bitcoin. And I do want to point out that despite this drop that we're seeing, right, which is a typical cryptocurrency, major pullback, if you will, this will open up, good prices. It's just a matter of what is the good price, and typically, that's going to come once we start seeing the massive liquidations, and when people absolutely don't want to buy, that's going to be the time where it's probably the best to buy. Let's see, my XRP chart is a bit messy here. We'll go over to the Kraken chart. Going to cover XRP as well. XRP a little bit more structure in the chart, so that's not to say that it isn't necessarily going to drop, because it most probably will with the rest of the market, but there's just a little bit more structure, it seems. Overall, the levels are a bit clearer. Could be looking at a drop down to 34 cents if we break the 50-cent level. And let's go ahead, and one of the coins that I want to show you, right, and something to keep in mind is, of course, targeting the bigger coins like Luna, for example, and just any coin that is a good, sort of AAA cryptocurrency. Those are the ones that I'm looking to buy personally during this dip, right? And that's not financial advice, that's just my own personal opinion. As you can see here, this is just, the beginning of the pullback here for Terra. However, on the plus side, still a chart that's seen a huge amount of strength. Could we come back down here to $23? It's absolutely possible, but I am very bullish on Luna long term. I think it's going to be probably the biggest decentralized stablecoin. So for that reason, I think that any drop below 50 cents is a very good buy on Luna. That's my personal opinion. And I want to also really point out these major cryptocurrencies that have fallen, a significant amount. As soon as you start reaching, 50% drops, or 50% or more, that really is becoming a pretty nice buying opportunity. And that's why I pulled up the Luna chart here, of course, top 10 cryptocurrency. But if we look at the drop on Luna, we are down to, a over 65% drop. In fact, if we take the actual previous high here on the peak, we're down almost 70% here. So that is when, we really start to consider, okay, this could really be a huge buying opportunity here, on this type of drop. And you're going to make well over 100% here if we just get back to the highs. Now, the question is, are we going to hold this previous low, right? And that's around $15, $13. If we break below that, that could really mean a drop down to probably $7 here on Polkadot. But your downside risk is a bit less than on other coins, right? Because as you can see here, there's not that much downside left for Luna. Even if we do see sort of the peak low, there's just not that much downside left, like there is on some other coins, right? Phantom, one of the coins that I am the most bullish on. I've actually been buying it throughout the last 2 weeks, and I'm extremely bullish on Phantom long term. Of course, once again, a chart with a bit more structure here, a bit more support and resistance levels. We have a little bit of a range mapped out here, but with a coin like this, right, you could see a little bit more downside because it's a coin that's performed very well. It's been pumping, so this is something that could actually flip lower down to sort of the $1 area, and I think that would scare a lot of people. But you have to keep in mind, right, if the coins have pumped a lot right now, they could be exposed to a little bit more downside. If the coins have not been doing the best, like Polkadot, Polkadot can only go down so much from here, it seems like. So those are, you need to kind of think about the ratios, think about how things are moving, etc. I just want to go through all the coins here that I think are worth going through, because I know that I haven't made a video in a while, and I want to make sure that all of you are, satisfied with the amount of coins I showed you in this video. Avalanche, this is one of the altcoins that I hold the most in. A lot of structure on the chart. We are right on the support level, however. So, on this one, it's hard to say. I would say that I don't really see us going really much below $50 for AVAX. Seems like $45 has a lot of support. And I guess in a very bad case scenario, we might be exposed to a drop down to probably $20 on a peak drop. That would obviously be the buying opportunity of a lifetime, in my personal opinion. And I don't have any problems holding a coin like AVAX because I know the fundamentals of it. I know how good of a network it is. I've used it myself. So for that reason, right, you always want to be holding coins that you really know and preferably have used. At least that is my way of thinking, not financial advice. But when you truly know and have used a coin and see the value in it, it makes it much more easier to hold throughout these drops. MATIC, probably one of the best coins this year. And long term, probably one of the best altcoins to be around huge moves in the industry. Still, has a semblance of an uptrend here. In fact, let's see if we actually did break below that uptrend. As of right now, we still are holding above the uptrend. However, of course, with the market pressure coming in here, we could start to flip below this uptrend line and come back over here towards the $1 out level. Max drop for this one would be 50 cents. So could definitely see some downside here if we actually do end up breaking the $1 level. That's going to be pretty ugly for MATIC, and it'll probably come down to the 50-cent level. Once again, a coin that I would consider a buying opportunity of a lifetime if we got that 50-cent level. That's about it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, like this video. Let me know your thoughts on what you think is going to happen to cryptos down in the comment section below. Hopefully this gives you a little bit of clarity on the crypto markets. And other than that, make sure to check out Binance. Make sure to check out my technical analysis master course, link in the description to all of those, and my Twitter as well for live cryptocurrency market updates. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Stay safe and have a great day. I'll see you next time.